back about the cards you choose. Remember, an 8 can win, and an ace could lose on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much. Oh, isn't that terrible to remind people that an 8 could win? That's nice, an 8 could win, but an ace could lose. Hey, this was sent in by one of our poet laureates. There are 3 or 4 people who have sent in some wonderful poems, and this is one of them, Lyle B. McGlenn from Fort Pierce, Florida. Again, we thank you, Lyle, watching us on WPTV Channel 5. Now we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, start loading in the cards, and we'll meet our card sharks. Jackie Cochran, our champion. Hi, Jackie.
Jim, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing fine.
And again, a little reminder about yourself.
Well, I'm a school teacher. I'm on a sabbatical leave at UCLA right now, and I'm a downhill racer. I love to sno ski.
What's the sabbatical for now?
To work on my master's in administrative credential. I want to become a principal when I grow up.
That's when I go. That's nice. I always say someday when I grow up.
That's
Good
right.
to have you back, Jackie.
Thank you.
$1-800 in cash, so you're off to a good start.
Thank you.
And we're meeting a gentleman for the first time who's going to try to stop her. This is Rob Roy. Hello, Rob. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Jim. Very nice to meet you.
My pleasure, sir. Well, go ahead. First, tell us about yourself. I'm just admiring this.
My name is Arch Roy, but call me Rob. Rob Roy sounds fine. I am, would you believe it, from Scotland.
Why don't you come out here and tell me about that so we can all take a look at that beautiful outfit? That's wonderful.
Can I show you a microphone?
A microphone?
Can I share it?
Oh, indeed.
Great.
You can't touch it, but you can share it. Yes.
I'm over here on holiday. For the last 25 years, I was a police officer in Edinburgh.
Oh, wait, now, you're here on holiday, or you're on holiday for 25 years?
I'm here on holiday.
Oh, okay.
Here on holiday, and it's a long holiday. After 25 years in the police, you need a long holiday.
Oh, yes.
But all the time I was doing that, I moonlighted as a guide. I'm a city guide in Edinburgh.
Oh, that must be fascinating.
So that's my full-time job.
Can you tell us something about the outfit? What is the thing in the front called? What?
Jim, that is a sporran. That takes a sporran. And that takes the place of the pockets that you don't have. There it is. Open.
I see.
Handkerchief, cash.
And what's that? See, down, you're carrying is it dirk? Is that what?
No, we used to carry the dirk. It was a big knife. We used that for hunting Englishmen. And after we took them over, we stopped wearing the dirk, but we still have the ski and do.
After you took them over, yes?
Yes, of course. We've been looking after them since 1707. Haven't you heard about that in America?
I didn't know that, Rob. All right, one more question.
Surely.
What, you know, the kilt under the, what's, do you wear anything under the kilt? No?
Well, just between you and I, it is a national secret, but there's nothing worn under the kilt. It's all in perfectly good working order.
Come on back up there, Rob. You got a good sense of humor. Happy to have you here with us. You both got your cards?
Yes.
Then we're off and running with a couple of nice people. Best 2 games out of 3. And we start with a question to the champion.
Okay.
Jackie, we found 100 pregnant women, and we asked them, were you on the pill when you became pregnant? How many pregnant women were on the pill when they became pregnant?
You know, a lot of people will offer a lot of excuses for getting pregnant, and that one is kind of an old story, but not many people can really get pregnant because the science has proven that. So I'm going to say only about 20.
20 out of 100 who are pregnant were on the pill at the time, Rob. Higher or lower?
I've heard of a lot of women who've got very pregnant after they've stopped the pill. But while on the pill, I think lower than
you say lower than that?
Suggests.
If it is lower, Rob, you'll play your cards. If not, Jackie plays hers. The actual number of women who were on the pill when they became pregnant is 4. Very much lower, but 4. Wow. So the challenger starts off the match with a base card of an ace. Lower than the ace, a jack.
Keep going down.
Risking it lower, it is a 6.
I'll freeze.
And we move over the freeze bar that protects that position. Can't take those cards away. And Rob, your first question. Rob, we asked 100 third-grade boys who have a goldfish as a pet. Have you ever taken your goldfish into the bathtub with you? How many third-grade boys have taken their goldfish into the bathtub with them?
Well, for a start, I'm surprised you found 100 third-grade boys who'd goldfish as a pet. They've usually got 2-legged pets by then. I would think very few, probably 20.
20 out of 100 have taken the goldfish into the bathtub there. What do you think, Jackie?
Well, I've I've worked with third graders a lot, and boys are very experimental, and they want to try a lot of things, but I think they know enough about science not to want to endanger it. Right, definitely. So I'm going to say it's lower.
You say lower than that?
Even lower, right.
The actual number of third grade boys who've taken their goldfish into the bathtub with them is 8. It is 8 and lower. Jackie.
Can you see the kids sitting around there trying to get the goldfish out to put them back in the bowl? Jackie, you have a 9.
Well, let's change that. Change it, please.
You win the question. You have the right to change it. A 2 is a good change. Higher than a 2. A 6.
Please.
And Jackie needs 3. Rob needs 2. And question 3 to you, Jackie.
Okay.
Now, this has been in the news lately. So we asked 100 people, do you think convicts should be forced to give the money they earn in prison to the victims of their crimes? How many people said convicts should be forced to give the money they earn in prison to the victims of their crimes?
Well, you know, nowadays, a lot of prison sentences say that you have to, make do on what you've done wrong. And so I'm going to say people really feel that they should make do. And it's going to be about 60.
60 out of 100 say they should. The money they earn in prison, give back to the victims, Rob.
My personal feelings are that every prisoner should give back everything he's got to the victims, and I hope there's a lot of people think alike. I would say higher.
Higher than that.
Jim. Yeah.
Spoken as a 25-year policeman, as a matter of fact. The actual number of people who said convicts should be forced to give the money they earn in prison to the victims of their crimes is 64. It is a little higher, Rob. You got it. Not quite as high as Rob thought, but high enough to win.
Change that card, Jim,
now we can
please.
get rid of the 6. A 4.
Let's go up.
Higher than a 4. An 8.
3s. 3s on the 8.
Now, Rob needs 1 card. Jackie needs 3. We are at sudden death. Someone's going to have to win it on this play of the cards. Rob, we asked 100 women who are professional wrestlers. Have you ever literally twisted a man's arm to make him do what you wanted? How many women wrestlers have twisted a man's arm to make him do what they wanted?
Women have got so many ways of figuratively twisting a man's arm.
Literally.
I don't think literally many would resort to it. 10?
10 out of 100 have twisted a man's arm, Jackie.
No, women that wrestle are very aggressive. And I think that aggressive people just want to do things like that. I'll twist your arm to make you do whatever I want. It's going to be higher.
You say higher than that?
Higher, right, higher.
And this decides control of the board. The actual number of women wrestlers who've twisted a man's arm to make him do what they wanted is 37.
Yay!
Very much higher. Well, Jackie, you've won it, but you're faced with a quandary here in sudden death. You've got a 6. You could change it if you'd like. You need 3 cards. Rob, right up the middle with an 8, needs only 1. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I think I'm going to pass it.
So, Rob, if you call this right, you win. If you call it wrong, Jackie wins the first game with an 8. What do you say?
Jackie, I thought you were a friend. Jim, let's try lower.
He says lower. No, it's not. And Jackie wins game 1 in sudden death. Getting control is so important in sudden death, and it's game 1 of the champion. And Rob is going to try to make a comeback right after we take time out for this. Well, the champion took charge in sudden death and won game number 1. Here come the same decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And now Rob needs this game. We start with a question to Jackie.
Okay.
Jackie, we took a confidential poll of 100 top executives of oil companies, and we asked them, have you ever personally waited more than an hour in line to buy gas? How many oil company executives claim that they've waited in line more than an hour to buy gas?
Well, when we were having the energy crunch here last in Los Angeles, there was a service that would go by and pick up an executive's car and fill it with gas. So I think a very, very low number would actually wait in line that long. Let's try 10.
10 out of 100 executives of oil companies waited in line over an hour, Rob.
I go along with Jackie in thinking that not many of them actually buy their own oil. And I would think even less than 10.
Lower than that.
Lower than 10.
I could sit and listen to him talk for a half an hour. Couldn't you? That's a charming Scottish bird. That's very nice. Jackie says 10. Rob says lower. The actual number of oil company executives who've waited in line more than an hour to buy gas is 5. Rob is right. It is lower. It is lower. Just 5. And Rob starts with a 4.
Let's go up, Jim.
Higher than a 4. Higher. Jackie gets a free chance to play. A 3.
Oh, great. Higher.
Higher than the 3. A queen. Lower than the queen. A 4. Higher than a 4. A 5. Does not want to take a chance with that last one. And Rob, with some catching up to do, the question to you. Rob, we asked 100 single women, all over 65 years of age and dating. And we asked them, is it wrong for a woman your age to make love to a man she's not married to? How many senior citizen women said it is wrong for a woman their age to make love to a man she's not married to?
Ask that question in 50 years and you'll get a different answer altogether. But I would think...
Well, when she's 120?
I don't mean it. I mean of 100 different women. I would think right at this moment, with the generation that we have of 65s and older...
Oh, I see.
A lot of them would regard it as being very infra-dig to do such a thing. I don't think there'd be many. 20, say?
20 out of 100 say, no, you shouldn't do that. Over 65, making love to a man.
When you're talking about a senior citizen, you're talking about someone that grew up, say, in the 20s and 30s, and the mores are a little different from that. And you're really dependent on what you learned as a child. But I think it's still going to be just a little... higher. Just a little higher.
Higher, Laura?
Higher.
Yes, we were teasing, but I know what you were driving at there, Rob. When this generation grows up to be 65, it will be different. Right now, Rob says 20, and Jackie says higher. The actual number of senior citizen women who said it's wrong for a woman their age to make love to a man she's not married to is 22. By 2, it is higher. Jackie.
Okay.
Jackie, you have a 5.
Now I'm going to be daring. Change the card, please.
And
Change
this
the
is
card.
a big change for Jackie. An ace! If it's lower, another crack at the big money. It is. Jackie wins it. Wow. Rob, you are a delight. We thank you for joining us.
Jim, it's been my pleasure.
Thank you. Hope you have a nice holiday with us.
Thank you very
and we
much.
have some nice party gift for you.
Look after Jackie. She's great.
I will indeed. Thank you,
Bye.
Rob. Rob Roy. You got to mix emotions with a man with that charm, right?
He is so charming. Just a delight.
Well, Jackie Cochran's going to get another crack at the big money right after we take time out for this. She's charming, too.